Ever stop to think how much those little impulse buys on your phone are adding up to, and how many subscription payments are sneaking out of your bank account every single month? Before I started using Rocket Money, let me tell you, I had no idea. But the first time I logged in, I saved $435. I couldn't believe it. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. I just love the dashboard. It shows everything in one place, even the subscriptions you forgot you signed up for. And if there's something you don't need, Rocket Money helps you cancel it. Plus, it alerts you if a bill increases or if something unusual pops up in your account. It's basically like having a personal assistant for your money. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/Kim today. That's rocketmoney.com/Kim. rocketmoney.com/Kim. Here's hour 2 of the Kim Komando Show. You're going to love it. You have to love TikTok. You know, a lot of people are upset that they think it's going away. It's not going away.
What are you talking about? I saw online that they are going to close down the TikTok app. Then they're going to create a new app called TikTok America, and it's only going to be Americans on it.
But we're still going to have TikTok viral videos.
Of course.
Is what I'm saying. And people are going to be obsessed over TikTok. Have you seen the one that's going around now? It's a TikTok of a gate agent. She has this whole line of people just waiting to talk to her.
No,
and when you go, and there's TikTok of going around, walking around, and then looking at her screen, and you find out while she's supposedly helping everybody, she's shopping for shoes.
Well, I mean, it is Prime Days. She's got to save some money.
You know, I didn't know that Nordstrom's was having also. It was actually Nordstrom having a great shoe sale. But you know what they say, Andrew?
What do they say?
Before you criticize someone, walk a mile in their shoes. Then you're already a mile away and you have their shoes. So dumb. So dumb.
I like it.
And on that happy note, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's America's largest show about all things digital. It's award-winning. I'm, of course, America's beloved digital goddess, Kim Komando, here with you once again. And joining me is my cohort in crime, also the co-host on the morning show at KEZ here in Phoenix, Arizona, Andrew Babinski. Hey, listen, you can find us in over 425 top stations across the United States, and we're streaming in your favorite radio app. And wherever you get your podcasts, so search for Komando with a K, which I have a request about the podcast, is that Grant brought something to my attention, is that for the current podcast, we have all these glowing reviews.
Sure.
But for the Kim Komando podcast itself, we have like 2 reviews.
Why do you think that is?
I told Grant, I said, I just never ask.
Oh.
So I'm asking for reviews right now.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yes. So if you get the Kim Komando Show podcast, what I want you to do is leave us a great 5-star review and say some nice words about me. And, of course, you can say something about Andrew, too, if you wanted to.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. Hey, listen, the Komando hotline's open right now at 1-888-825-5254. Just a reminder that you can also make an appointment to speak with us here on the show by heading over to Komando.com and hitting that link at the top that says Ask Kim. Alrighty, then, every single day I do it. I visit at least 35, 40 different sources. I talk to industry insiders. I have friends who are hackers to make sure that I know exactly what's happening in the tech space. Here are 5 things you need to know. And we're going to start with a confession.
Your confession?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
I do something, and I'm pretty obsessed about doing it. Is that and I don't know if you do it too, but I Zillow people.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I do.
That's awful.
Do you?
No.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not going to admit it.
Yes.
Now, do you judge them after you Zillow them?
100%.
I guess. What's the point of Zilling them if you're not going to judge them?
You know, if I meet somebody, if I'm going to be doing a deal with somebody, if I'm just curious about like where somebody might live, and I've been pleasantly surprised. I've been disappointed.
Now, what type of information do you need to Zillow someone? Do you have to have their address?
Just their address, but you can find that online. It's so easy. Or maybe it's on some documentation or something.
What are you hoping to learn about these people by looking at the value of their home?
If they are who they say that they are,
Okay.
I mean, I had not too long ago somebody who's like, oh, Kim, we're going to do this great deal together. We're going to do this, this, and this. And then I looked them up and I found out they were living in, a fairly average home and not quite what they were saying what they were.
And you think that someone who lives in an average home couldn't do a successful deal with you?
Also, I think everything that he had was leased.
Okay.
Because that didn't support everything that was going with it.
So it was a false. He was selling you a bit of goods, like I have this beautiful house,
yes,
all these things,
yes,
and it wasn't true. Okay, I see.
Now, but it's not just me. In the first quarter of 2025, Zillow clocked 2.4 billion visits.
That's a lot.
That's huge.
They didn't sell 2.4 billion homes.
No, 227 million unique visitors
Wow.
show up every single month. We're all snooping on each other.
Is Zillow the best way to snoop on someone?
Well, they all have like how much you paid, what the taxes are, how many rooms, all that other good stuff. But I also have on Zillow, I heart different houses and save them. And so it could be a house that I sold before. I'm just curious.
Right, you want to track it.
You track it. So I mean, it's kind of like a little hobby.
In this real estate market, though, it's kind of depressing to track it. Because you're like, oh, I sold that for $410,000. It's now worth 1.3.
I know, exactly. It is.
You might want to unheart those.
Moving on to number 2. There was a story in The Guardian about this guy by the name of Nick. His friend's mother died, and he didn't really know exactly what to say. So instead of writing his own text message, he went to ChatGPT and explained the situation that my friend's mom passed away. I want to be there for this guy and send him a message of support because I'm a good friend. And it came back with this message. Hey, man, sorry for your loss. Sending you and your fam lots of love and support. I'm here if you need anything. So he sent that as a text. The friend really opened up to him and said, God, that was such a great text message. Have you ever gone to chat to have it write something like that?
So currently at my company where I do the morning radio show, we are doing self-reviews.
Okay.
And so I'm just having ChatGPT do my self-review. And when it spits out something, I say, no. It's got. I don't talk like that. It's got to be more casual. It's got to be less professional.
So a self-review as in things that you could be doing better.
Just, everything. Like it goes the gambit of all the things we have to cover. And in one of it is, they asked the question, how apt are you to use new technologies? And I said, I am very apt. I taught myself video production. I taught myself video editing. I've taught myself AI. I'm actually using artificial intelligence to answer all these questions right now.
Any reply to that yet?
Not yet. I haven't turned it in.
That's funny. Speaking of ChatGPT 5 is coming.
Wait. Have you ever used it in that way?
Yes, I have. As a matter of fact, this is a funny story. Okay. I have a little trouble getting my son to work before 9 a.m.
Okay, and now...
He works here.
I was going to say, everybody should know that
he works here.
He works here.
Okay. So I'm having a little trouble getting to work here at 9 a.m.
Is that where he's supposed to be? In the door, ready to go,
but in the chair, ready to go at 9 a.m.
So what's the average time he comes strolling into the office?
9:42.
Ooh, that's bad.
Okay.
It's not like he's 5 or 6 minutes late.
You know what? I could give the kid a 5 or 6 minute grace period.
Right. This is 2 episodes of a Netflix show late.
Yes. Okay. And so I'm having a little trouble getting him in. And I've tried the tough love, get your butt to work. Okay.
Right. But you don't do anything after he's still late.
Okay. I've tried the, oh, please, you're embarrassing me in front of everybody. Okay. I've tried the, I'm at work, you're not.
Sure.
I mean, I've tried... you're not going to get paid if you're not here, okay, because he doesn't.
Sure.
Okay. So I went to chat and I said, write my son a text that sounds like me and explain to him how important it is that he's at work on time. And I'm only trying to instill in him a life lesson because he can't work for me forever.
Correct.
Okay. So it comes back with this text, kind of a positive sandwich, and sends to him. So then Ian sends me the ChatGPT.
Oh, because you guys share an account?
We share an account.
if you don't use ChatGPT, it saves all of your searches and all of your queries. So he just went on there and saw message to Ian was one of the, oh, that's hilarious. Parenting with technology.
Oh, my gosh. All right. I got a question from my friend this past week who was thinking about investing in tech. Not stocks, not crypto. He said investing in tech is like art. And should he buy old tech gear as a good investment?
Yes. But it has to, this is my opinion.
Yes.
As a novice, it has to be the first generation of whatever that tech is.
Original.
The second iPhone that came out, the third iPhone came out, never going to be an investment. The first one, new in box, still in wrapping, that is.
Yes. And those are all the conditions.
Yeah.
Original, in the box, shrunk wrap, and then or unless it's something like Steve Wozniak's first motherboard.
Right.
Or something like
that.
But
those are one of ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would think if you think that the next product is going to be the beginning of a long lineage of products that's going to be around that people will connect to, there's always going to be collectors.
Exactly. And finally, this 1 minute. 1 minute. That's how much footage is mysteriously missing from Jeffrey Epstein's jail video. The DOJ dropped 11 hours of grainy surveillance and managed to skip just 1 minute that everyone cares about. And if you are watching the show on YouTube or here through the studios, is that you can actually see the 1 minute. They say there's no evidence that Epstein had a secret client list or blackmailed powerful people. Say he just died by suicide. No one entered his jail at the time. So what do you think happened to that minute?
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. It probably was just a problem with the recording device.
Malfunctioned?
Yeah.
It happens.
Sure. I mean, is it the exact minute that he died?
They're not saying.
Oh, okay.
But I was thinking, I haven't lost footage in my security cameras in a long time.
Well, you're the digital goddess.
That is true.
I mean, this is government. They can't do anything right.
That's true. That is true. All right. Our first caller is amazing. So just stay right where you are. We'll be right back with the Kim Komando Show. If you own a home, listen up. This is scary. The FBI is warning about a crime on the rise, home title theft. And it doesn't happen the way you might think. No break-ins, no stolen keys, just a forged signature on a single piece of paper filed with the county. In minutes, criminals can transfer the title out of your name, then use your ownership to drain your equity or even sell your home. The worst part, most people don't know what's happening until they get collection or foreclosure notices in the mail. That's why I trust Home Title Lock. When you visit HometitleLock.com/Kim, you'll get a free title history report and a 14-day free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection, including 24/7 monitoring of your home's title, urgent alerts to changes, and if fraud does happen. Their U.S.-based restoration team will work to restore your title, covering costs up to $1 million. Don't wait. Protect your home and equity today. Get your free 14-day trial at HometitleLock.com/Kim. That's HometitleLock.com/Kim. If there's anything that I can do well in my life, it is sing. I am a fabulous singer.
How's that album coming along?
You know what? I'm working on it.
Have you taken a lesson yet?
Not yet, but it's coming. But I was talking to one of the Beach Boys, Bruce. I was texting him. He's on tour, and I said, "I have a surprise for you when you get off tour. I'm gonna know how to sing." And he actually sent back all these laughing emojis. Like nobody believes me.
Nope, we don't.
Michael in Petaluma, California. Welcome to the show. I see you're a singer who needs help, and I'm here. I'm here to help you.
Singer to singer.
Thank you. Yes, I called about. There used to be a program called Music Transport, and what this allowed you to do was to call up a person, and on your music app you had let's say a background track, and then you could sing along with it, so the person on the other end of the phone line could hear the track and your voice together, mixed together. And I'm looking for a program that could do that. It used to be on the iOS 8, 9, and 10, but it's not available anymore. And, I have an iPhone 10, so I'm wondering if there's something like that out there.
And so how are you going to use this?
Well, I also write jingles, singing commercials. And so many times it's a lot better if you call up somebody and that's a prospect, and they say, oh, well, what do you got? What kind of idea do you have? And so you play part of it for them. But it's a lot easier if I have the track on my phone, because I could be anywhere. I could be in my car and then sing along with it for this person. And then they say, well, I like that. What else do you have? And then I can do it again with another track.
Any jingles that we would recognize?
I don't know. I mean, I've done some for various people. Many years ago, I did Coke adds life, and everybody wants a little life. And then I don't know if you're in the San Francisco Bay Area. We've done Conklin Brothers, you can count on us. Conklin Brothers, you can count on us.
What do the Compton Brothers
and
do?
And then we did... Conklin Brothers, they are a carpet flooring store.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah, very well known. And they are in the Silicon Valley, so very close to the heart of what you talk about.
Now, what I found out interesting in this call, Kim, is did you notice it every time he started to sing a jingle, the mic on the phone would cut off?
Because the Apple mic will lock down to have call clarity. And so it's good. So it's prioritizing the voice versus the singing or the music. Yes. And so that's why that app doesn't work anymore, because they changed the way that the whole mic works. So the only way that you could actually do this right now is you'd have to use something like iRig. You're going to plug that into your phone. And it's a little bit cumbersome to do it that way, but it'll allow you to sing and then also have that music. You're almost like you're going to be like streaming it.
Does it bypass the Apple mic because it's going through an input?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. It's like $100, so that this way it allows you to use the mic and the track together. Do you have a jingle for me?
Oh, gee, let me see. You're the person that solves problems. I mean, I would look at you as, you are, you're the one to come to. Can do, that could be the theme. Kim Commando, can do, something that maybe along those lines.
I love it.
I love that.
We go the extra. We can say, we go the extra bite for you. I don't know. It could be anything.
Now, at least it's not bite me.
That's a different commando.
Ooh, ouch. So, Michael, look at the iRig stream. There's something else called the Go Mixer Pro. It's $129 as an option, but I would just use the iRig stream.
Okay, good answer, Kim.
Even I can sing better than that.
Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
All right. Have you been on Google lately and you saw that whole AI overview?
Yeah, of course. It pops up every single time.
You're like, I just want the answer.
Right.
I don't want your answer. I want to go get my own answer. Well, there are some workarounds. Like, for example, if you put quotes around your searches, that means that Google will not use totally its AI, so you can do something else. But here's a little known fun fact. Let's say you are doing a search for how to make banana nut muffins.
Right.
And you don't want AI overview's recipe of banana nut muffins. You want like somebody's grandma's version of that. So instead of just saying how to make banana nut muffins, you're going to say how to make banana nut muffins.
What is
You're going to put in a curse word.
Really?
Yes. How to make those banana muffins.
Better be good muffin. I know another way to get around it.
How's that?
Use Bing.
Oh, that's true. No, nobody uses Bing. But now we do. Who would have ever thought? We've made fun of Bing for how many years?
Ever?
Forever. Let's see. Julie in Palm Desert, California. Hi, Julie. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
So, what's going on with you?
Well, I reached out to you because I have been listening to you probably since the 90s. And I just think you're fabulous. So I follow you, and my kids don't like it because they think that you aren't the best, and I do. Anyway.
Oh, wait. Whoa.
Yeah. I follow you with everything. And Andrew, of course.
What's their issue? Their issue with Kim?
I don't know. I think it is an old thing.
How old are your kids?
Our youngest grandchild is 24. So
okay.
Our kids are older, and they're in their 50s, and a couple in their 60s.
Are they upset and jealous that because you listen to Kim Komando,
you're smart?
You do circles around them when it comes to technology?
They think that I don't know the issue, but they, I send them things from Kim all the time. And
so that's what it is. They're like, oh God, another thing from Kim.
Yeah, right. Oh, that probably is correct.
Yeah,
yes,
that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Well, so, you know what? Just give me their phone number. I'll just call them up.
Yes, I know. Oh, I sell you to a lot of people. Yes, that is the reason. So the reason I reached out, and it's so funny because I haven't reached out to you for anything else, but this one was a really good one. And I received, and I can't even remember, I received a message or an email that I had $300+ left in a cash app, in my cash app in my Apple phone. I have not used the cash app for years, and so it was a possibility. Okay. I didn't know. And so I went into the cash app, and it doesn't show that I have money. And then I received a letter, an email, and they were telling me exactly what I needed to do, the front and back photos of your driver's license and your U.S. passport and a selfie, etc. And that's when I backed off. I didn't even go anywhere. So I reached out to your email when you make remarks, and they contacted me because they thought it might be something worth talking about.
Well, if you've gotten this, other people
real.
have. Too. So this way we can help everybody out.
Exactly.
Basically, it sounds to me like an identity theft. That this ring is that's what they're trying to do. What you can do is if you think that, oh my gosh, maybe I did leave a couple of $100, in the couch cushions or in this app,
right?
Is you can go to cash.app/help.
Oh, okay.
And you can say, are you sending these notices out? And
cash.app.
Yeah, /help. And so you always want to go to the source before you do anything.
Well,
but this sounds pretty shady to me. I mean, this sounds like just a scam waiting to happen. And I'm really glad that you called, Julie, because it'd be a complete nightmare if you did all that.
But if you could take that address and send it to every single one of your children and grandchildren and say, Kim Komando just saved me from a scam.
That, but better yet, Julie, I put you on hold. Let's send Julie a little video clip of this call where I can say, hello, Julie's kids. I love you. Why don't you love me? And then she can send that to everybody.
Forward, send it every single week, turn it into a GIF that you can just keep sending them.
Here, ready. Sign up for the newsletter at getkim.com.
Even more Kim.
Let's see. Todd in Baton Rouge. I don't know what this means, Todd, but all we see is laser pecker terms of use.
Excuse me?
Well, Kim, that is exactly what it is. I've been looking. This is a laser engraving device that I have went ahead and bit the bullet on and bought this thing. And it is indeed called a Laser Pecker 2.
Not one, two.
There's I guess it's the second version of it, but there's also a 3, 4, and 5. So this is an entry level.
I'd be a 5.
Laser engraving device, and it's around $1,000.
I like the way, Todd, I like the way you just keep talking like
bulldozing right through.
I love that.
Well, I appreciate you taking my call.
So you were reading the terms and conditions?
Oh my gosh! So I was reading the terms of the user agreement and all, and this thing is supposed to work with an iPhone or another smart device, and you have to download their app, to make it work. It's really cool. And it communicates with Bluetooth. But in reading the contract, my goodness, it started sounding like the contract with Willy Wonka with the print that gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And I start getting really concerned about it because it says all my information is going to be used on their server, and they've got control, and that just isn't cool with me. And and so I immediately thought of you, being the technical guru yourself, and man, what can I do here to make this thing work? I'm just scared to download the actual app now because of all these things that it states.
Well, do you need the app to actually use the device?
Yes, you do. Okay. So on your smartphone, you can download logos and download phrases,
well, then you need
graphics
that.
and things. Yeah. But golly, they're going to get my firstborn and all kinds of stuff. It sounds
because they're going to make a lot of money off of that. They're going to make money off the data.
First of all, can I say I don't like Todd because he went and read the terms and conditions. None of us are supposed to read them, so that we all can keep going through life being blind to all the things they're taking from us. Now you're terrifying me, Tom.
Well, it is interesting to look at them. I don't read the terms and conditions. There's actually a website. It's called tosdr.org. tosdr.org. And basically what it does is it'll read all the terms and conditions for you. Be interesting for you to plug that in there, Todd. And it gives a rating from A to E based on transparency, data usage, what they're going to be selling, and then it highlights the good clauses, the bad clauses, and it kind of gives you an idea. But you're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place because you bought this laser engraver, but you need to use the app in order to use the laser engraver.
What if he got a dummy device?
Right. That's the recommendation.
Go on Facebook.
Yes.
Buy an old device. Put in a fake email, username that doesn't connect back to you.
Exactly, and just use an old phone that you have laying around, or just go buy a cheapo phone.
That's the smartest thing I've ever heard.
Thanks.
So then it wouldn't attach to any of my personal records.
Correct.
Exactly.
As long as that old phone is wiped clean.
Yes,
then we should be good.
And then you get the opportunity of making your own identity. Like you could be Luke Steele. Or Buck Rogers.
That would be funny.
Name.
That'd be funny to do all that.
That would be.
Yeah, you should try that out. That would be great. And then I wonder what type of algorithm that would be if you were like Luke Skywalker,
right?
Something like that.
But they're not going to take any of your real identity at all.
So once again, the site is Terms of Service. Didn't read. Okay, that's what it stands for. tosdr.org. So there are things that you should never tell your favorite AI chatbot because they are retaining everything forever. What? Yes, because the New York Times is suing for copyright, and they say they might need it. So anything that you tell a prompt or you tell an AI chatbot is being collected to improve it for everybody. So what are some things that you shouldn't put in a chatbot? Well, credit card numbers, bank accounts, social security number, medical IDs, date of birth, relationship troubles, mental health struggles, original programming, original code, anything like that. So just something to keep in mind. Alrighty, then. Still to come, we have more of your phone calls you don't want to miss here on the Kim Komando Show.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the Dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
Peggy in Evansville, Indiana. Hi, Peggy. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Kim.
So, what's going on with you?
Well, just wondering, when we travel, I typically will connect like my iPad to my hotspot on my phone. Mm-hmm. I never connect to the hotel's website or their free Wi-Fi. I never connect to that. So I'm wondering, is that safe?
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. And it's actually a pretty good idea, because this way you're not putting yourself at risk on a public Wi-Fi network where there could be somebody just getting every single keystroke that you're typing in, or maybe it's even like a dummy network and they may log back into your stuff to steal some of your things. Now, there are some downsides to this. Okay. There's always a con. You know that, right?
Correct.
It'll drain the phone battery faster. Okay. It uses your cell data. And, of course, the speed can be slower.
Right.
So that's pretty much, the bottom line there is that, it's a good idea to use. And by the way, speaking of that hotspot, you know what's really good on that hotspot?
What?
Is that, like when you're in an airplane and they charge you $25 for Wi-Fi,
right,
or $14, and it's one device. Okay, what you can do is share your laptop if you pay the $25 as a hotspot, and then you can use your phone.
Oh, that's a little life hack right there.
It is.
Now let me ask you a question. Scale of 1 to 10.
Yes.
How unsecure would you say a hotel Wi-Fi is? The free one all guests get to use.
How unsecure?
Correct.
Very unsecure.
So you're saying 9?
Yeah, I'd say up there.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Why, you've been using it lately?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been traveling
everybody
all summer.
does. But that's why, if you're going to use it, that's why you want to use a VPN.
Okay.
And even if you're using a VPN, you don't want to put in all your credit card numbers, your bank log, and things like that. Matter of fact, when we were flying to Japan, Barry leans over at me and goes, "Do you think it's safe if I check the Morgan Stanley accounts right now?"
Of all the things to do,
I know.
Don't do that one.
I'm like, you're kidding me, right?
So your normal text messaging and looking at websites, that's
fine.
You're going to be fine. Just don't do any personal stuff.
Yeah. And also turn off AirDrop.
Yeah, I have that always turned off.
I'll never forget, years ago, I was sitting at Sky Harbor, and all of a sudden, there were 3 teenage boys, or probably tweens. They were probably 10. Mm-hmm. And I was sitting there, and I got a picture of Sonic the Hedgehog on my phone. And then all of a sudden, I looked over at these 3 boys, and they were laughing hysterically.
That was their prank?
Yes, that was their prank. In order to do that. So it's, but especially as we're looking at summer, we're looking at travel.
Yeah.
Is that it's important that you always keep all these things in mind, that, there are these dummy networks, and there are ways that you don't even know that you can be being tracked, and they can drop malware or whatever on. So you just have to be super smart. Super smart. And you're super smart, right?
Sure.
All right, coming right back, there's something called the Mamona scam. Have you heard about the Mamona scam?
No, I'm very curious.
It's a big one. I gotta warn everybody about this one here on the Kim Komando Show. I was thinking of, remember that song, My Sharona?
Yeah, My Sharona.
Mamona in Spanish means so many different things. Pat under the chin, pain in the butt, con artist, that's what it means in Spanish. It's a new ransomware strain that's spreading. And how you get it is by downloading some fake, phony software. You think you're getting oh, wow, I can get Microsoft Word for free. you're like, yes. No, you don't want to do that. Or some fake apps. Maybe you get a sketchy email and you start following some links. Now, the reason why it's so scary is it does not use the internet to do its bidding. It gets onto your computer or device as a standalone file, and it's programmed to be triggered when the Windows ping sounds. It's really something. Then it encrypts everything and anything and vanishes without sending a single byte. There are no alarms. There's no traffic. There's no clues. It's just nasty.
Wow.
This is like the first of its kind.
What's it called again?
Mamona.
Scammed by Mamona.
That's it. I don't think you're going to do the jingles guy's job.
Scammed by Mamona.
But think about it. This is malware for introverts. Okay? No talking, no signals. That's it.
Sounds awful.
Hey, listen, join over 650,000 folks who start their day with my free newsletter. Let me tell you, you will always be tech ahead that way. You want to go over to getkim.com, and you can unsubscribe if you want, but you're not going to. Getkim.com. That was the end of hour 2. Don't worry. There's another hour coming up.